Is Dylan Gabriel currently ahead of Shedeur Sanders on the depth chart following rookie minicamp and going into training camp? Let's talk about it because this is interesting, and I don't think it'll stay like this after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. This is the Vic Formation Sports Show right here on Jeff Lightsy Jr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, notification bell because I upload all the time. Now, Shedeur Sanders obviously was the talk of the draft. He was the talk post-draft, and then he was the talk of rookie minicamp. Like, you couldn't talk about NFL rookie minicamp without mentioning Shedeur Sanders, and he looked impressive out there. He was out there doing his thing, doing what Shedeur does. He's a football player. He can play ball. He does a lot of extracurriculars, but he's a ball player at the end of the day, and he's a damn good one at that. But now reports are coming out from the people in Cleveland about who will be getting first team reps, second team reps, and even third and fourth string reps. And it looks as if Shedeur Sanders will be splitting reps with the third and fourth stringers, while Dillion Gabriel will be with the first and second team. Let's take you to an article from Colorado on SI. This is Colorado on SI. It says Cleveland Browns, Shedeur Sanders falling behind Kenny Pickett, Dillion Gabriel, depth chart analysis. Shout out to Bree Amaratus. This is the Cleveland Browns plan to have quarterbacks Kenny Pickett and Dillion Gabriel splitting the first and second team reps to begin NFL OTAs. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders and Joe Flacco will split third and fourth team reps as the team prepares for training camp and preseason games. Let's continue reading the articles. This Cleveland Browns plan to have former first round NFL draft pick Kenny Pickett and former Oregon Ducks quarterback Dillion Gabriel splitting the first and second team reps at OTAs, according to a report by Browns insider Mary Kay Cabot. Shout out to Mary Kay Cabot. She's really good at her job. Former Colorado Buffalo quarterback Shedeur Sanders and 40-year-old veteran Joe Flacco will split the third and fourth team reps as the team prepares for training camp and preseason games. This is significant as reps will come at a premium in the deepest quarterback room in the NFL. The plan deepest is meaning as in bodies, not necessarily as in talent. Shedeur is the most talented of all these guys. Continuing on. This is the plan pairs one rookie with one veteran. Rookie Gabriel with veteran Pickett and rookie Sanders with veteran Flacco. The team drills will certainly have an impact on the quarterback battle as the Browns hope to have a clear depth chart before training camp and preseason begins. The competition is wide open, meaning both rookie quarterbacks in Gabriel and Sanders could earn the starting job in Cleveland. Sanders has grabbed headlines and unprecedented attention in Cleveland after being a fifth-round pick. Sanders and the Browns made it official when he signed his contract. So this is interesting to me because I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is not anything about Mary Kay's reporting, because I think she's reporting what she's being told. But I think this is interesting to see Kenny Pickett and Dillion Gabriel, specifically those two, get the first and second team reps in OTAs, and Shedeur and Flacco being paired together. If they wanted to pair a rookie with the vet, it's interesting they chose Gabriel to go with Pickett and Shedeur to go with Flacco. Why? Because at the end of the day, I think Joe Flacco is going to be the starting quarterback. I will be damned if Kenny Pickett is the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns over, forget just Joe Flacco, over Shedeur Sanders. Like, Kenny Pickett ain't as good. Kenny Pickett ain't good. We've seen Kenny Pickett play. Pittsburgh used the first round pick on him less than 5 years ago, and they got him the hell out of town. He's been on 3 teams already. Kenny Pickett is not, if the Browns plan on starting Kenny Pickett and or Dillion Gabriel, they plan on going 0-16. They plan on being terrible. So I'm not looking too much into this. I'm actually looking more into the fact that they paired Shedeur with Flacco, because I believe Flacco will be the day one starter. And once he finally plays bad enough, because he's not very good anymore, Shedeur will end up being the starter. And so they want to pair Shedeur with the guy Flacco, who already knows Stefanski's system, who's been in the league a long time, who's won games in Cleveland under Stefanski. And so you're getting the vet with Shedeur, hoping that he can grasp the playbook better, that he can learn the concepts, learn what Flacco knows, because Flacco already knows his offense. Flacco, if I'm not mistaken, did some damage in Cleveland. That's why they brought him back. Was it with Cleveland that Flacco went to the playoffs and won comeback player of the year? Like, wasn't it with Cleveland when he did that? He had some moderate success in Indianapolis too, but during the latter part of his career in the last 3 years, he was in Cleveland, suited up for them off the couch, and helped them make it to the playoffs. And so I think it's actually very, very significant them pairing Shedeur with Flacco, because Flacco, even though they're saying, oh, they're splitting the third and fourth team reps, they already know what they have in Flacco. They know what they have in Flacco, and they more than likely know Flacco's better than Pickett. So I'm putting, and they probably know what they have as far as football wise in Shedeur Sanders. So I need to see the reason why I'm putting Dillion Gabriel and I'm putting Kenny Pickett with the first and second team, because I need to see what I got in these two. I need to see how good Dillion Gabriel is, since I did waste a third round pick on him. And I say waste because Shedeur is going to be better. And if he's not, and they're terrible, they're just going to draft quarterback again next year. And so I need to see what I have in Gabriel. I need to see what I have in Kenny Pickett, because I know what I have in Joe. And after rookie minicamp and watching his tape, kind of know what I got in Shedeur. I kind of know what I have in Shedeur Sanders. And so I found that super relevant, super significant, and super, telling that they paired Sanders with Flacco, and just so ironically with the third and fourth string teams, because you did take Pickett in the third round and took Shedeur in the fifth. So optically, it would have been bad if you have him paired with Flacco with the first and second team. Optically, it just looks bad. And that's what people in high ranking authorities, GMs, coaches, all that stuff in the NFL, that level, they don't want to look bad. They already look like a circus enough with all of this pomp and circumstance and taking two quarterbacks within 2 rounds of each other and all that stuff. But I can't. I gotta play the optics a little bit here. So hey, Shedeur's running with the third and fourth string. Dillion Gabriel's running with the first and second. But you also have Flacco there. You mean to tell me you're gonna start Kenny Pickett over Joe Flacco? Hell no. And we all know they're not. And so therefore, I need to pair Shedeur with the starter, because that's my starter backup duo. I need for him to learn my playbook. I need for him to learn the mechanics. I need for him to take the good in Joe Flacco and use his ability, the ability Flacco no longer has, to elevate my playbook, to elevate my team, to elevate my offense. And then, we'll let Pickett and Gabriel, they'll do their things. They're with the first and second string. They'll feel good about themselves. They'll build their confidence. They'll build their confidence. They'll feel good about themselves. Gabriel obviously was drafted ahead of Shedeur, so it's only rightfully so that we do that. But I think this was a telltale sign that Shedeur is going to end up being the starter of the Cleveland Browns at some point this year. And I believe around Thanksgiving, Shedeur Sanders will be the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. They're telling you right here. Pairing him with Joe Flacco. Now, all of this could mean nothing if Kenny Pickett ends up being the starter. Kenny Pickett's not a starting quarterback in the NFL, though, and neither is Dillion Gabriel. And I think that's why they paired those two together. They kind of, hey, we have him running with the first team. But that's just to quiet the haters. Flacco and Shedeur, y'all get this playbook down. Flacco, you're going to be the starter, but when you flame out, because you always do, Shedeur is going to be your time. And you're learning directly from the starter. And that's what I think this play is. I think this is exactly what the Browns are doing. I think that they're just, they're putting this out there. They're letting Mary Kay Cabot run with the story. She's a really good insider. She's really good at what she does. So she's reporting it accurately, I believe. And I just believe that Shedeur and Flacco running with the third and fourth string is because Flacco's the incumbent starter. I think Flacco already knows the offense. He already knows the system. He already knows the players, at least some of them. And I think they want Shedeur to learn from that. Because one thing about Flacco, he's not very good anymore, but he's an ultimate professional. When the Ravens drafted Lamar Jackson, and he was younger then. When the Ravens drafted Lamar Jackson, he was a starting quarterback. He never really wanted to be a mentor, because it's hard to be a mentor for a guy that's coming to take your job, especially when they draft him. Lamar's a first-round pick. Shedeur's a 5th-round pick. And Flacco, this was, 8 years ago. He was a lot younger than he is now. But at 40 or 39 or whatever Flacco is, I think his mindset has changed. He's been through a lot in the NFL. He's been a starter. He's been a backup. He's been out the league. And I think he is more, embracing of the role of being the bridge quarterback, of being the veteran mentor, of being the guy who helps help someone further their career. And I think that's what the Browns are using him for with Shedeur Sanders, because they know if they have any chance of doing anything this year at the quarterback position, it's going to be with Joe Flacco and Shedeur Sanders, not Kenny Pickett and Dillion Gabriel. Those are just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is Shedeur Sanders already behind Dillion Gabriel? They drafted him first, but it won't be like that for long, even if it's OTAs. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYjr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, notification bell because I upload all the time. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time. Peace.